All right, so today I'm gonna be going over my kickboxing video. I actually haven't watched it in full since it happened, but let's get into it. Yeah, I remember I chose my walkout song to be Wild Boys because that's Crow Cop's walkout song. It's like my favorite MMA fighter of all time. He's originally a kickboxer, southpaw, he fought in K1. And his shorts, the shorts I'm wearing are actually the same shorts, the checkerboard, red and white checkerboard with the black shorts. Yeah, I remember I actually asked this guy to film for me. Like before the fight happened, like obviously before I did my warm-ups, I was asking this dude, hey, I actually have some cameras set up. Would you mind watching it and just making sure it's following the action? He's like, yeah, for sure. They're really cool. They're really, really cool. So Crow Cop's my favorite fighter. He's a southpaw kickboxer, really good left high kick. And I wanted to do that in this fight. That was one thing I really, really wanted to do, is actually work my kicks. Yeah, what I just did there actually helped me like just stay centered and stay calm because like you're about to fight. You don't know what's gonna happen. Anything can happen in there. Like you're literally in a cage, locked, just you and two other people. It's the referee and then the guy that you're fighting. Yeah, shout out to my coach too, Robert Dawson. That dude's a beast, man. We sparred actually a decent amount leading into the fight. This dude got some of the best teeps I've seen in person. So, and his jiu-jitsu's nasty. He's got a good half guard. I remember I was like trying to hang on to the cage a little bit, but I'm wearing boxing gloves, so. Yeah, this moment right here is kind of weird. Like we're just looking at each other, waiting for the referee to like ask us if we're ready. Yeah, so we start right away. I hit him with a really hard low kick, but it was a little bit high on the leg. I tried to teep, but he was a little too far. He wasn't stepping in as much as I thought he was. So as soon as I threw that low kick, I knew he wanted to respond. That's a very common thing. So I just taunted him there because I actually said that was a good teep. I saw Frank Shamrock do that in one of his pancrase fights.
Right low kick. He says, hey, that was a right low kick.
Low kick, and he kind of like, oh, my leg's right here. So this is one thing he did better than me for sure, is when he pressured me against the cage, he was being active. And he's not landing cleanly, but he's like throwing punches and like I'm catching him on the glove, but it looks like he's actually like landing. Yeah. I was pretty good at managing the distance. Another low kick coming. Yep. Yeah, I chopped at his legs a lot. See, he starts picking up his leg. That's how you know it really hurt him. I should have worked my boxing a little bit more. I was like throwing jabs and waiting for him to come in. Yep. I was able to just back out of his kicks weren't as fast as I thought they were going to be, so I was able to read them pretty well. Yeah, I was winging those punches. I wanted to like throw, and I don't know what it was. I just didn't want to overextend, but I ended up overextending. It was really awkward. Yep. So he landed a good knee. None of the knees hurt, actually, the ones that he landed in this fight. None of them hurt, but it's good. That was a good kick. I think that one actually ended up leaving a bruise on my leg for like a couple weeks after the fight. Yep. I was able to dodge a lot of his kicks. He caught me with like a jab / hook kind of thing. And it like pushed me. It didn't really like punch, it like pushed me more than anything. That was good. That was good work. I'm trying to like entice him to throw, and he like steps in, and then I'm just pinned against the cage, and then he gets to throw. So it wasn't good by me. Another winging punch. Yeah, I should have just like walked in with a high guard. I would have been fine. Yeah. And that's the first round. It went by so fast. So it was only 2-minute rounds. And I was training 3-minute rounds every time I was doing sparring. So I didn't feel tired at all, actually. Especially after this first round, I felt perfectly fine. Yeah, Robert's just telling me to stay calm, and I'm faster than this guy, and that I can actually step in with punches. It's way different when you're in there. Like, people are telling you to do certain things, but then you might be seeing things that they're not seeing. Not that that was the case with Robert, but that was the case with like other people that talked to me after the fight. Yeah, the camera guys, let's go Munir. So I acknowledge them. Those guys are super cool. I remember this. I tried to touch gloves and he tried to throw right away. So he pushed me back against the cage. I was actually able to slip the hook. I bit a lot on that feint. I tried to go high, but you got to set him up when you throw high kicks. I tried to go to the body, that left kick. Yeah, I actually feel like I could have worked my hands way more. I feel like I was a lot faster than him in there. Yeah, the knees, yeah, I don't know what I was doing there, but I was getting lazy. I kept doing that feint right hand. Yeah, I'm reading everything he's throwing. That was a decent jab. That was a pretty good jab. Look, he tried to like sweep me there. That was cool. Those stepping knees were good by him. They didn't hurt, like I said. None of the knees hurt during this fight. Another good low kick. I underestimated my own low kicks. That was like the only really like solid punch I landed, as far as I can remember. It was like a right hand, but I stepped away right away. I should have just kept the pressure on him. I moved way too much in this fight. Tried to throw like a spinning back fist. Yeah, I got to be careful ducking down like that. People can throw kicks. Yep. I rode the cage so much in this fight. I threw another winging punch. That was decent. It was decent 1-2s. I was trying to throw uppercut, but I'm like not in close with him. So I'm like really reaching. That was an okay attempt at a spinning kick. Another good low kick. He's picking his leg up because those things start to hurt, man. Even with the shin pads on, those things can hurt. And it's so weird if you notice. Oh yeah, so he kicked me there. He kicked me low. And I just remember I was like covering up and waiting for the ref. What did I do? Clearly caught me on the cup. I remember my brother Kareem was telling me like not to take too long of a break because he thought the other guy was getting tired. I didn't think the other guy was getting tired, but that really took a decent amount out of me. Like even if it's grazing, it still like caught me pretty clean. And if you notice, like this cage is it's lit so weirdly. Like one side is dark and one side is light. It reminds me of that one Mortal Kombat stage on the beach where it like flashes from like night to day. It was so weird. Here we go. I don't know if I touched. I guess I did try to touch gloves, but he was going right back in. Yeah, like I circled so hard to the left every time I was throwing. It took a lot of the gas off a lot of the heat off my punches. Yeah, I tried to go high, but it was so obvious. So like I'll give him that round. He's more active. I won round 1, he won round 2. So heading into the third, it was even. Yeah, I just think my low kicks in the first round were just like so effective. Even in that round, I landed some really good low kicks. But he was more aggressive. Those step-in knees. And another annoying thing is like every single time my opponent threw something, like his group of friends were like, hey, and it made it seem like it was more than it was. I never felt like hurt at all in this fight, which is kind of annoying. Round 3, I was like, yep, I don't think I'm gonna touch gloves. I'm just gonna go straight in. Once again, I'm circling to the left, which is like his power side, but another good low kick. Yeah, I kind of started a little bit aggressive, tried to do a crescent. Every time he feinted, I was like that, and I was always circling away. I should have stood my ground a little bit more. Yeah, he punched to the body, I circled out. Another good low kick from him, good teep, he missed. Yeah, here, I should have kept him against the cage more. Decent left hook. Another good low kick. Yeah, I think I'm winning so far. Decent. Like I'm actually using my hands now instead of just winging my overhand right. Yep, try to go high with the left hook, circled away. I pushed his hand out the way. Another teep, backing him up. Yeah, I think I told him, oh, that hurt or something like. I can't remember what I said, but see, like this, that doesn't hurt at all. Like although it looks like it's a really good hit, it didn't hurt. Decent low kick, went to the body. Like I'm keeping him against the cage. That was a horrible attempt at a spinning back kick. The optics weren't good. Landed another kick on the way out. Yep, actually using my hands this round. Another good low kick. That one grazed, it wasn't as clean as I wanted it to be. I wanted to spin there, but I missed that last one. I was like, nope. Yep, I can see everything coming. And here, like, I think the clinch rule is like 3 seconds. But the referee is like, yeah, those were like baby knees. I felt nothing there. Yeah, I love that. I like actually letting people throw combinations in tight like that, because then I can get a read on them. But it's the third round, so I should be more active. Yep, I dodged those. That was a good low kick. It's me just being lazy. Like, I'm just trying to dodge his punches. Yeah, like, they just let him clinch for so long without doing anything. Props to Antonio, though. That was fun. It was fun. I remember talking to Robert, like, who do you think got it? I thought I had it. Robert thought I had it. I wonder what Damien thought. I thought I won.
Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Antonio.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, oh, okay, all right. I remember telling him good stuff, man, good stuff. Fought well. I wasn't disappointed, actually. I wasn't disappointed. I thought I won. I still feel like I won, but like we both came out like relatively healthy.
I feel like you got robbed, dude.
Yep. The camera guy's saying, you feel like I got robbed. But yeah, I remember my brothers were telling me, like, when they were taking Antonio backstage, like, that his guys were like kind of carrying him backstage because his leg was hurt. I didn't see that, but I wouldn't be surprised. I kicked him a lot. Even he landed like 3 solid kicks on me throughout the whole fight, and I had a bruise on my quad for like, I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks. I remember I opened the door one time and I accidentally bumped my leg and it hurt really bad. So if he kicked me 3 times and I landed, I don't know how many, probably like 8 or 9, I'm sure his leg was hurt really bad. He actually ended up adding me on Facebook after the fight. We messaged each other back and forth because he had some MMA fights after that, but he told me like, good shit, man, like my leg is done. And I was like, no, good stuff, man, it was a good fight. And they said unanimous decision, but it was a split. I went and talked to the judges afterwards. I was like, who do you think won? And that guy with the beard, he was like, no, I gave it to you. I don't know why they said it unanimous. It was 2 judges to 1. I remember helping out Daniel, my teammate, who was there. I remember helping him warm up, and in helping him warm up, I got hit more times in the face than I did in my fight, and that was after my fight. So it was fun though. Like, the place was packed. I got to kick, I got to punch, I got to move around, I got to be in a cage, which was different. I'd never fought in a cage before. The crowd was cool. Some of my friends got to go, my brothers got to go. Yeah, it was cool. It was a good experience. I would recommend anyone to like try. You don't even have to fight, but try sparring at least once. Like, it's humbling. You learn like how much you don't know when you start sparring and start training, but it takes a weird person to get out there and walk. Yeah, like to actually make the walk to the cage or to the ring, like you have to be something weird has to go on in your mind to like agree to do that, because you never know what's going to happen. You don't know how good your opponent is. You don't know how hard they've been training. I mean, you hope that you did the work. You hope that you did all the work that you needed to not get hurt when you're in there. And no, I felt good. I got hit in the face maybe like 3 times. That's not bad in 3 rounds to get punched in the face like 3 times, like cleanly. And it wasn't hard punches. Like, they didn't hurt. It was fun. It was super fun.